So basically today we are going to discuss a concept of coordinate geometry which is called slope. So basically when we say slope, what does that mean? There's something which is like slanting, right? Which is making some angle, right? For example, mountain, right, is steep, so it has a slope, right? So basically, we'll be learning in mathematical terms what the slope is. So, for example, if there is a line, right, slope is generally given by tan theta or tangent, which we call. So, slope would be given by m equals to tan theta, where where theta is taken from x-axis, taken from x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction. So basically anti-clockwise means we are going opposite to the direction of clock. So my clock moves like this. So I'll go opposite to the direction. So this is theta, right? Now you need to remember that if theta is acute, its slope is positive, its slope is positive. Like for this line, just by seeing it, we can say that its slope is positive. Acute means the angle should lie between 0 and 90. Now, if theta is obtuse, its slope is negative. Its slope is negative. So over here, we can see, I'm just drawing the green line. So over here, the angle over here that I've named as phi, so this is greater than 90 degree. So when the angle is greater than 90 degree and less than 180, it is called obtuse. So just by seeing it at, I can say slope of this line is negative, and obviously over here the slope of line is positive. If it makes a line like this parallel, right, in that case slope of the line would be 0 because it's making an angle of 0 degree. And if it's make an angle like this 90 degree, then slope is infinity, right? Because tan 90 is infinity. Otherwise, there is another point, m equals to point slope form y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is also one equation. So if you know the 2 points, suppose this is given to be 0, 4, and this point is negative 4, 0. So if we have to find the slope of this black line, we can take one point as x1, y1. So let us take this point as x1, y1 and this point as x2, y2. So slope would be given by 4 minus 0, or you could say 0 plus 4 because we have taken the opposite one. So we'll just erase it, and then this would be 0 minus 4 and minus 4 minus 0. So we get negative 4 divided by negative 4, which is equal to 1. So slope is 1. Now you can say the slope is positive. So one thing that you need to remember is this. And another thing that you need to remember is this. Whenever the slope is more, the line will be more steep. right? For example, if we have two lines like this, now can you see this green line which I've just drawn right now? So obviously, the slope of this green line would be more than this black line because this is more steep, angle is more. So when angle is more, slope is more. So we'll be doing some questions, the kind of question that we get over there, right? So over here you can see there are like two questions you can see. One is the first one which says a family kept a log of distances they traveled during a trip as represented by the graph above in which points are the ordered pair of the form are distance during which interval their average speed is greatest. And these are the option A, B, C, D. C, D. So average speed. So average speed is basically distance, total distance by total time. That what is called average speed. So average speed is your total distance by time, right? So over here, distance is represented on y-axis. So that is change in y, and time is represented on x. So that means we need to take out slope of this line. So basically, obviously, we need to eliminate just by seeing the first hour to second hour, right? So this is first hour to second hour, the second hour to fourth hour. So now you can see this is lesser than this. So the second hour will go 6 hour to 8 hours also. You can make out from the graph. This angle is more. This is less, and over here also angle is less. So obviously the greatest is A. So this is the smart way to do it. Otherwise most people would use the formula 110 minus 40 divided by 2 minus 1. So they take out slope for each of them, which will take more time. So we should just stick to this method. Now we'll be going to the next one, right? So over here in the next one, in the figure above, in the above figure, each line segment is level with a variable represent the numerical value of its slope, which inequality must be true. So we have to check which one is true. Now nothing is given except for this figure. So we'll use the concept we have learned just now, right? We'll extend these lines. So if we extend C like this, which is my orange line, we'll extend B as a red line, right? And then we'll extend D as the blue line. It's slightly curvy, right? So basically almost like this. Now over here, you can see that C is making an obtuse because from x-axis we take this. It's making an obtuse angle. Angle is greater than 90. So slope of C would be negative, right? A is parallel to x-axis, so its slope would be 0. Now, which one is more acute? So B is more steeper than D. So slope of B would be more. So we have to, which inequality statement must be true? So C is the least. So from here you can see C is over here, only in this option, right? So this should be the answer because first is C, then it will be 0 because negative 0, then D is less steeper than B. So D would be the answer. So basically, you don't actually have to solve and take the points. You have to be just smart enough to know these concepts and do the questions. Thank you.